So garden.
Having trouble in your love life? I have the answers. It's called Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets, available online at secretsofbirthdays.com. Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together. And this week in your story, the sun is in Leo. That means your heart chakra is on fire, but the moon is a bumpy road. Let's take a look at the planets. The sun moves into chapter 2 of Sun in Leo this week. That means you'll be focusing on proficiency of love and loving others. This is your source energy or inner child, the I love consciousness. That's going to be groovy. It's the moon that's the bumpy road. It starts in Gemini and then goes through and over Jupiter and Black Lilith. Then on Tuesday we have an electric, powerful new moon, and the moon will end in Virgo. These are the signs most affected, but over the new moon, Leo and Aquarius are the two signs that will probably be drawn in, may even have to fall asleep. It's kind of a sleepy time, I find, a new moon. Now looking at orbits, man, there are 3 chakras that are most affected this week by the planets. The 3rd chakra by Jupiter and will be till 2014. But this week, the sun in Leo brings awareness to the heart chakra, and the moon literally tours from the 2nd to the 3rd, and by the end of the week, we'll be heading for the throat chakra. So for those of people who are holding secrets, you'll literally feel that secret kind of coming up as the moon moves through these chakras and through to the next side. Looking at the planets, we still have that grand trine in water going on for the 3 planets of Saturn, Neptune, and the party in Black Lilith and Jupiter at the bottom. We do have that square that's been going on forever between Uranus, and Pluto. That's going to continue, of course. And we have a square between that party going on in Cancer and Uranus. Now, Uranus is working on innovating our personal character and strength. So I'd imagine that Pluto and the party in Cancer is forcing that innovation. And lucky us, that whole party in Cancer is opposing Pluto retrograde, which means we're working on rewriting rules or laws or inner kind of obligations to accommodate that emotional growth that we're doing on that side. And we'll, of course, talk about that more in your horoscope. So let's get into the details of this beautiful array and take the ascension elevator up for a bird's eye view of you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, Cancers and Cancer Risings, and welcome now to 33,000 feet for the bird's eye view of you. And things are helter-skelter right now. It's not just you, Cancer. We're all feeling it. Jupiter in your sign. Things are very emotional. Last week, the planets were shaking things up, giving you quantum breakthrough. And this week, we're working on productivity. Manifesting abundance is the big theme. And let's get started with what that means for you. We're in chapter 2 of Sun in Leo. That is soul capital manifestation, the part of your soul that manifests. And manifestation is the process of holding space until the universe brings the elements and makes it happen. I'm a walking example of that. I teach it every day. And for you, this is what you're doing. Now, in the last 10 days, you had to cut away self-esteem issues, face things in your life that were degrading your value or taxing your life away. Hopefully you've cut that off, and this week we're going to move to manifesting what it is you want. You might be working on a job, you might be working on a business loan, you might be working on a business. The planets say you'll move from repairing self-esteem on Sunday to making a decision and a commitment and action the following week. So literally ready to move forward with business. But look at the bottom planets. They're all focused on the Cancer ego. You are very articulate with Mercury in the late master Shui stages. Mars is making you a bit jumpy and quick to to snap off, but Jupiter is there bringing fortune, and from this week you'll make a decision about who you no longer are, and you'll make a decision about who you want to manifest to be. We're talking about ego here. We're talking about the I am consciousness. Now, with Saturn, the story of your inner child moves forward. It is imperative that your thoughts stay clean. Do not go to the wounded child. Do not go to the poor me stories. Do not go to the past. I know you love to go to the past. You rule the past. Cancer is the scrapbooks of the zodiac. However, in order to get your dreams to come true, Saturn is saying you must cut away the thoughts of the past. And Pluto says when it comes to marriages, time out. Sorry, Cancers, it's time out with marriages until September 21st. You've got all these other things to work on, so you can just retro, think about it, process it, and not worry. We'll see if that actually happens. Well, looking at last week, the big issue had to do with intuitively discovering where it is that what was cutting away from your soul capital, what was cutting away from your self-esteem, what was dragging on your life. And you had until Thursday or Friday to decide that. Over the weekend, hopefully you decided and you held space for what was valuable. As we start this week on Sunday, it's a Synergy Energy Chiron rule day. So there will be healing for you if you follow through with the energy. The healing is self-esteem or pride, so that's a good thing. A lot of pride for Cancers around values and objects and material wealth. That's the Leo energy there over the second. So you'll be healing on Sunday with that issue, and the moon will be coming out of the clouds and coming into Cancer. So it's pretty much sunny and cool Sunday and Monday as the moon's in your sign. Now the moon does cross over Jupiter, does cross over Mars, so there's a possibility that you might act out or blurt out or have a thunderstorm for yourself there, but it'll be brief showers, I think. Neptune retrograde this week means that there are spiritual miracles all week long, especially with your understanding and your learning, but you have to ask. You have to ask and open up. Retrograde means we have to ask. And on Monday, there might be a little minor crisis into the evening, which is really all forcing what? A decision of where it is you want to go next with personal gain, with self-esteem, and with soul capital. So this brings us to Lycast Day. On Tuesday, the moon is the new moon in Cancer. It feels full, and it's lighting up your house of ego. So your ego is extremely lit, and lit is your self-esteem with the moon crossing over the sun in soul capital. Both of these areas are really bringing you to Jupiter at 8 degrees, an ego decision. So really, Lycast Day, even though it's about raising capital, raising self-esteem, your ego is deciding what you are and what you aren't. And that statement of I am probably has a sub-statement of value. I am this and worth that, right? It's kind of a double header. And if you notice from Tuesday to Wednesday, we move from decision, 8 degrees, to action. So you're going to move right away on your ego's action. A lot of Cancers acting out, acting up, acting forward on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now Wednesday there will be breakthrough. You will understand if this was the right action or not right away, but we really want to move forward here, and that might be even you going for a job, sitting on a resume, or the action might be as simple as giving notice. But Wednesday, everything comes clear. Thursday is a peaceful day. The moon begins to move into Virgo, makes a very pensive day for you. The Venus rules the day. On Friday, you're going to move forward and take action or further action on whatever soul capital, manifestation, or business thing you've been trying to do. The moon in Virgo makes you very pensive. Your mind games will be a little tricky. Again, take advantage of meditating and listening to that Neptune retrograde for some advice from your higher self, especially if it's about an investment. If you get a bad feeling when you meditate, there you go, all right? This is all lessons. But on Saturday, that infinity symbol means that Jupiter has reached a point where you're moving forward. I think you're going to feel strong. Your ego's going to feel strong. I think you're going to feel that you've now plateaued on a new strength. So that's kind of holding steady. And the sun at 17 degrees means using your intuition, you're going to really make the next decision, the next financial decision, or the next commitment to where you want to go financially. So this week was all hoping, taking actions, moving forward, applying, but really on Saturday you're saying, okay, I decide I'm going to move forward. Now taking a sneak peek at next week, once you decide Saturday, on Sunday it is action time. By next Tuesday, master sway. So things get very passionate with your ego and with money. And on Thursday the 15th, a quantum breakthrough when it comes to soul capital and manifestation. Before I take off, I do want to invite you to my personal guided hangout show called Practical Wizardry. I'm teaching people how to step in their magic with the sun in Leo. And for you, Cancer, this means manifesting abundance. So if you want a little extra help, I tape this show on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. at soulgarden.me, and I re-release it on the weekends on the mothership. And if you need a little help with this Cancer transit, I don't know any Cancer that should pass up Jupiter gets emotional. It's about Jupiter and Cancer. I only put out this video every 12 years for crying out loud. Check it out. It's also available on MP3 if you want to listen through it or listen to me on the beach. I highly recommend that. Oops, excuse me, I'm all over the map here. And the Serious Joy reading sale is on till the end of the month. You've got to the end of the month to get me for just $99.99. It is MP3 recorded, and I've got this new feature right now. You can actually book the time on the site when you pay for the reading. This is brand new, so you can see when I'm available. You can see when you can get the reading. So in some cases, people will be able to book the night before now. Well, not the night before, but within 24 hours if there's space available. Crazy, crazy stuff. This is all available, of course, at soulmart.me. All right, my Cancers and Cancer risings, take good care of yourself. Nurture yourself. You know you're the first person you have to nurture, or there ain't enough milk for the rest of the people on the planet. I'll see you next week. Until then, live, love, be.